the African woman, and this is Afro News Worldwide. The Afro-Caribbean Market held its 7th edition on the 2nd and 3rd of December 2023 at Galerie Jussieu in Paris. This market features crafts from all over Africa and the West Indies, ranging from fashion, which includes clothes, bags, shoes, and accessories. Then beauty, ranging from makeups, hair and body care. Also Afro publishers, ranging from books and games. Then also gastronomy, like African and West Indian cuisines, eatings or takeaway. This year, this illustrious market is set to make its appearance again in Paris this weekend, which is the 16th and 17th of March 2024, with over 7 exhibitors from fashion, beauty, decor, publishing, and catering. This is a great opportunity for businesses and families. There's a new voice in African fashion by Florence Moshaki, a Tanzanian whose elegant and straightforward designs are gaining loyal following in the Afro world. Miss Moshaki uses sustainable, ethical sourced, handcrafted fabrics from the Swahilian community. This inspiration has gained international appeal. Miss Moshaki made her debut appearance at Pure London 2024, a UK's fashion trade show at Olympia, from February the 11th to February the 13th, 2024. Moshaki offers a complete ready-to-wear collection that embodies simplicity and elegance. Her style depicts her vision of culture and shows her different tastes in frocks, dresses, and suits. That's quite remarkable. Leslie Loko, a Ghanaian Scottish architect, educator, and author, has been honored for her remarkable contributions to justice and her commitment to democratize architecture. She was given Royal Golden Medal from the Royal Institute of British Architects for her dedication to fostering diversity in her field. She is the first woman of African descent to be awarded the Golden Medal since its inception in 1848. That's fantastic. The British-Nigerian 2-time heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, aged 34, knocked out Cameroonian Francis Ngannou in the second round of their heavyweight bout in Saudi Arabia on Saturday the 9th of March. The knockout was so heavy that Ngannou had to be treated by medics as he appeared motionless when he hit the floor. Brutal, wasn't it? In central Malawi, a 42-year-old mother and wife embarked on a project to support and train farmers to cope with erratic rainfall in that region of Africa. She learned how to plant seeds into parallel rows, separated by rain collection channels, built terraces, contour plowing, and constructed dams to slow down water flow and prevent soil from being washed away. These help to maximize water efficiency. This training then encouraged farmers in her region to plant indigenous trees around the fields, which produce organic manure through composting and protect the fields from floods during the rainy season. This project has encouraged women to practice more in both subsistence and commercial agriculture, and is now being supported by the government of Malawi and the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD. This is a great message for farmers in Africa, especially those in arid regions. In Uganda, HIV infections have dropped down considerably because of better education and preventive methods, like increased HIV testing and treatment. However, the rate of the infection remains high, as 1 in 3 women in the sex profession is believed to have HIV. In Kampala slums particularly, one woman is doing all she can to improve situations for women there. Deborah Nakatude, who lived in Bouassi, one of the biggest slums in Kampala, where the sex trade is common, is doing her best to help issues because she understands how things work. Miss Nakatude worked with the sexual and reproductive health organizations as a peer educator for women in the slums in 2008. But when that project closed, she started her own organization called Saving Lives Under Marginalization. She also worked with public health facilities in Kampala to help with HIV testing and treatment for sex workers. Her foundation reaches at least 350 sex workers every year with her preventive messages and medication. With all her efforts and more from other sources, Uganda has seen a 77% drop in HIV transmission between 2010 to 2020. So we are urging well-meaning individuals to do the same in other African countries. Talking about politics in Africa, Senegalese President Macky Sall has scheduled a delayed presidential election for 24th of March 2024. This decision was welcomed by everyone, as President Sall unilaterally postponed presidential election by several months, just weeks before the planned date of February the 25th, 2024, sparking protests across the country. Sall, who will end a 2-term tenure in April the 2nd, and has stated that he would not run for a 3rd term, said he postponed the election because of a dispute over the list of approved candidates for the election. It was the very first time polls have been postponed in that country. Senegal has long been seen as one of the most stable democracies in Africa. It is the only country in West Africa that has never had a military coup. Therefore, we are hoping for a free and fair election. More on black politics. On March the 7th, 2024, Brenda Dekere was elected mayor of Lewisham. This lovely lady secured 51.5% of votes, thus becoming the first black woman to be directly elected mayor in London. Brenda has been a councillor since 2014, representing wards in New Cross and Deptford. She has been deputy mayor and cabinet member of housing development and planning since 2021. She has lived in Lewisham for 40 years. Her parents came to England from Jamaica in the 1960s as part of the Windrush generation, and her family has worked in England all these years. So yes, she deserves this honor. Kudos, sis. In Philadelphia, 2 African-American brothers made history. They opened a sprawling 6,000 square feet brew pub in West Philadelphia. This is the first Pennsylvanian black-owned brewery. Mengistu and Richard Coyle achieved this dream of theirs after nearly a decade of hard work. Mengistu, 43, and Richard, 33, started as backyard brewers in 2016. They maintained this side hustle as Mengistu worked in Wall Street finance and Richard worked in accounting. Years of hard work have culminated to their opening of the first world-known black-owned brewery in Pennsylvania. Well done, boys. This means you can achieve anything you set out to achieve. This wraps up our broadcast for today. Once again, I am Esther, aka The African Woman, and this is Afro News Worldwide. And I'll be here often to bring you breaking news on things that are happening in the Afro culture. couples all over the world. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Goodbye.